Don't eat the mushrooms off the ground, only those that grow on trees. But not the yellow ones.
When all the mushrooms and berries are gone?
The snare that I taught you to catch a rabbit. This.
The Boy in the Woods tells the true story of Maxwell Smart, a Jewish boy escaping Nazi persecution in Eastern Europe. After his family is killed, he is forced to hide out and survive alone in the woods.
The film is directed by Canadian Screen Award winner Rebecca Snow and stars Canadian actor Jack Klein as Maxwell, and Rebecca and Maxwell both join us now. Welcome back to the morning show.
Thank you very much. Nice for being here.
It is great having you here. Maxwell, I'm going to begin with you. Back in 2019, you both were here to talk about your documentary, Cheating Hitler. But this film transports us back to your childhood. What was it like to watch your survival story depicted on the screen?
This story in the film is emotional, very emotional for me. The History Channel, Cheating Hitler, was not as emotional. It was like a third party talking, but the film itself puts me down in my own surroundings when I was 10 years old, hungry, miserable, abused, in a state of loss of the family, no family. It puts me down in really in the place that I am. Presently, I am in the bunker. It's a very emotional feeling that I have, the film itself, because this is looking at me and really thinking this is how it was. The other one, the documentary was not as powerful as this. This is really made a big difference in my life. Yeah. It opened up everything, my back, my whole life.
And Rebecca, I want to pick up on that, what Maxwell just said. Why were you compelled to revisit his story and tell it in this way this time?
Yeah, I mean, I really felt like the documentary was just the beginning. You know, Max's story is so dramatic, so extraordinary, such an extraordinary story of survival, and so heroic. This guy's a hero, you'll see in the film. And it's also the setting. It all takes place in the forests of Eastern Europe, and they're very mythological, very sort of folkloric place, especially for children at the time. And so I felt like this was a Holocaust story that really hadn't been seen on the big screen before.
Now, Maxwell, you didn't start talking about the Holocaust and the trauma you experienced as a result of it really until Rebecca approached you and you guys began the discussions and how you were going to tell that story. How has your life changed now that you have opened up?
I did change. It did. Rebecca did change my life, because before Rebecca, I knew nothing about my life. My life was like a disappeared. I was a 10-year-old kid. What do I know really where I come from, who I am? And as a matter of fact, I was left without a family, without even anybody reminding me who I am. I knew nothing about myself, except when Rebecca came in. She actually opened me up. She says, there's nothing wrong to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to remember the back where I come from. And Rebecca said, nothing wrong to do it. You have to tell your story. You have to. Somehow, I don't know. I know it's painful, she said, but you have to tell your story. And I did. And I realized that it's not only the story that I have to tell. I have to do something with my life also. What am I? Nothing. I had to learn how to speak. I had to learn how to talk English. Schools, I had to take every course available. But I had no money. I was making $18 a week. How do you make yourself known? How do you make yourself as somebody out of nothing? And I tried to make myself out of nothing, and I succeeded. I became an artist. I became known. I tell my story, and it's important that the people should know my story. I feel today, and Rebecca the same, it is an important part of my life to continue.
Mm-hmm. Rebecca, I think what we're talking about here is a real trust that Maxwell put in you in this production. Can you talk to us a bit about having that trust to tell Maxwell's story, and what is it you hope audiences take away from this film?
It's immense. It's immense to have that trust from Max. And I think the greatest achievement for me is the fact that Max feels like I've done his story justice. He likes the film, you know. To me, that's a huge success. In terms of, you know, I think it's so... I wanted to personalize the history, right? I think it's, especially for young people, I think it's easy to look at the past as this sort of dusty thing, you know, far away. But when you really find a compelling human story like Max's story, it suddenly becomes very real and very tangible. And ultimately, this is a story about, you know, hope and resilience and compassion triumphing over hatred and dehumanization and fear. And I think that's a story worth telling.
A story that is so worth telling. And you mentioned the younger generations, just for them to hear it, to know where we've all been. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in again.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure.
I'm happy to be here. And you promised me,
yes,
when I'm 100, I come back.
Yes, we have to mention
Remember,
Maxwell just recently celebrated a birthday, and yes, we've booked you for your 100th.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
The Boy in the Woods opens in theaters next Friday.